Good morning. Okay, so I'm out and about. I just cracked my little joke about Madonna Like a Prayer. I really don't have time to look up that video and the significance of that song. I do remember that Leon Fine-Ass was in that video, and I noticed it was very controversial because she had a black Jesus and blah 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 blah. So I'll go further into that later. But so here's my immediate thought following that little jokey joke that I posted. A lot of people like throughout my life have always been, not always, but for the most part have been like, damn, you ain't had to say it like that, or damn, you ain't had to tell so and so like that, or you ain't had to hurt that. Listen, I don't go out my way to hurt people. I don't go out my way to not make people that I believe for the most part I'm probably one of the most pleasant and joyful people you'll ever meet in life. There are just things that people don't understand. Like, I'm a medium, and it's really hard, you know, people, you meet somebody, and this is long gone, but just to show you something, you know, you meet a guy and they be like, hey, what do you do? Oh, I'm a medium. What's that? Talk to dead people. Bitch, are you crazy? Like, you don't understand the things that spiritual people go through. If this is a spiritual person that's been afforded the opportunity to live a spiritual life, it's the same thing when you tell people that, you know, whatever your profession is, they hold you at a high regard, and what they do is forget that you're human. That's your fault. That's your bad. That's your mistake. So I ain't got no beef with Bill Cosby, and that whole situation is done and over with, but I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna stick up for all the Bills. They Bill Clinton ass too. Y'all mad that he like head. Okay, that's an old thing, but something happened. Everybody was like, shit happens. Where he did that might have been wrong, but I know some of y'all done a hanky-panky in office too, so whatever. And it wasn't always your spouse. So come on. So like, the closest I've ever been to Bill Cosby is being raised in Philadelphia. Y'all got caught up on that Cliff Huxtable. That was a character. That was a character. So yes, he was a lot of people's father figure, and it was a very beautiful show for us to have watching and growing up. But as soon as this man did something wrong, y'all all jumped on the bandwagon like he's the devil and blah 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 blah. Oh, what I do know, he's a man that was in the industry, and we all know is when you get caught up in that industry. We all know what happens when you reach a certain platform and say the wrong thing that's not pleasing to certain people. You're going to have problems. Now, I'm not there. I wasn't there. I don't know what happened, what didn't happen. But what I do know is, had you all not put him on such a high pedestal, you would not have been as devastated or as heartbroken as you were. So what does this have to do with Madonna Like a Prayer? So a lot of people be like, you know, oh, you do that stuff, you know, that's the devil, you know, you worshiping evil. Well, when you worship Bill Cosby and thought that he couldn't make no mistakes, you thought he was Jesus. You thought he was the last prophet. You thought that he was Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You thought he was somebody special. You thought that he was Moses parting the Red Sea. You gave this man a whole lot of credibility, and he wasn't nothing but a damn actor that graduated from Temple, that started some foundations, that you know, donated some money to some places. But that don't mean that he couldn't get some activities from a bunch of women along the way. That don't mean that he ain't pop a pill or smoke something along the way. You know, people don't air out their dirty laundry. That's not what you do in life. You don't come outside and say, hey, I'm a crackhead, hey, I'm a hater, hey, I'm a bullshitter, hey, I'm a steal from you as soon as you put your pocketbook down. People don't say stuff like that. So what you have to do is stop idolizing people and stop people on such a high pedestal and hold them at such a high regard like you know them. Because that man and a whole bunch of other people ain't hurt nobody's damn feelings. He did what he do. He just was famous and